The truth is, 99% of cold emails get deleted the moment they are opened simply because you can tell from a mile away that they are generic and mass-produced for thousands of other people. But what if you could send hundreds or even thousands of personalized cold emails that talk to leads on an individual level and make them feel as if you are sending an authentic and genuine email to them? Now, in the past 2 years alone, I've helped our clients send over 6.5 million cold emails, and we've discovered that sending a personalized and relevant message will increase your response rates on average by at least 5 times. Meaning every single email that you send that is unpersonalized and irrelevant, you are wasting your leads and you're wasting your time. So today in this video, I'm going to show you how you can craft personalized cold emails at scale so that you can reach out to more prospects while keeping that one-to-one feel that gets true good response rates. The best part, once you implement this system, you're able to personalize thousands of cold emails every single day with just a few hours of upfront work. And if you don't want to sit through this whole video and learn cold email outreach on your own and go through tons of trial and error, and you'd rather have us implement this system into your business completely done for you, book a call in the description below. It's going to be the first link, and I'll see you on that discovery call. Now let's get into the video. So to start off, there are a few reasons why personalization matters more than ever now than it did a few years ago, back when you can get away with sending very generic and templatized messages. But the truth is that the moment people see a generic message that they've seen multiple times in the past few weeks, they're going to delete it, they're going to mark you as spam, and as a result of that, your deliverability score is going to go down and overall results of the campaign are going to plummet. Also, this is just data from our campaigns. We're seeing usually anywhere from 3 all the way to 5, even 6 times more responses for campaigns that include personalization in even the smallest capacity. The prospect even kind of like just respects you a little more because they think that you put in a little more time and a little more effort into outreaching to you, so they feel valued and respected, which they're going to reciprocate to you by responding and giving you the time of day to even hear out what you're offering them. Also, authentic and normal talking in your email is going to build trust with the prospect from the first email and from the first touch point. So instead of kind of working up with an uphill battle, you're able to right away start off on a good foot and make them feel heard, and also make them feel like they're not just getting spammed with the same other message they send to 1,000 other people. The thing is that most businesses do personalization completely wrong, where they over personalize and make the email sound weird. For example, if you've ever gotten an email that says, "Hey, I love the college that you went to," or "Hey, I love the restaurant nearby," or "the coffee shop," those are examples of people making personalization weird and just doing too much, where you know for a fact that the prospect knows that this email is AI, or that this email just has a few variants in the body. So those are the types of personalization that you want to stay away from. So that's why in the rest of the video, I'll show you the types of personalization and the levels of personalization that you can do. Now, to break it down a little further for you guys, there's 2 real ways of personalizing an email to a prospect. There's the old way and the new way. Obviously, the new way is a lot more effective, but the old way is something that you might be very familiar with, such as implementing their first name, their company name, or their job title, things that you would get from a normal CSV file or like an Apollo export that you can very easily put into your email and go from there. Now, don't get me wrong, this is still something that you can and should be doing, but there's a whole new level to it where you can use research-based tools such as clay.com that allow you to make the email even more personalized and really make it feel as if you spent 10, 20, 15 minutes writing and researching the lead and then sending off that email. So the new way of personalization that I was talking about, which is called the research-based personalization method, is basically taking whatever research you would do for a lead for 10, 20 minutes and putting that and doing that automatically for thousands of people every day. Really, the main things that kind of go about this method is that you're able to not only talk about their company name, their first name, but you're able to take their LinkedIn profile, their website, their company LinkedIn profile, and take all the information from there and manipulate it to input it strategically within the email copy that you wrote. So for example, instead of mentioning just the company name, you're able to mention any company news, any company insights, recent funding, stuff like that, that makes the email much more recent and research-based and gets a much higher response rate. So I'm sure you already have a few ideas of relevance-based personalizations that you can add to your email copy for cold emails, but if you don't already, let me give you a few examples here that I have written out that are very generic ones, but still would definitely help compared to if you didn't have any personalization at all. So So number one, recent company news or achievements. This is a great one, very easy to get. Website or social media content references, things that are on their website. Mutual connections or shared backgrounds, specific pain points for industries and their role. Also another one is like lead magnets that are personalized to their specific situation. So you can do a lot of personalization, and those really are just the tip of the iceberg and to kind of just get your mind going. But you can really see a lot of potential with this, and there really is no limit as to how personalized you can get. Now, one thing I will mention is don't get too carried away with personalizing the email crazy, because at the end of the day, your biggest lever will be volume, but adding a little bit of personalization will never hurt. And once again, because I know a lot of people will go and overdo this, you don't want to do too much personalization. There is a fine line where people start to notice that, hey, this doesn't seem like a real human wrote it because it's too personalized, or this guy's quoting me from a post from 5 years ago, right? No real human is going to quote that. So you want to make sure that it's realistic and kind of think about it from the prospect's point of view. Would this be a weird personalization? And when I say weird, it's not like a weird, it's like a odd personalization. Or would this be something that would actually be relevant to the offer, the job that I have, and stuff like that? And really the last part of this video, I want to show you logistically how you would actually do all of this personalization, because right now I'm just giving you kind of generic advice on like, okay, like, yeah, you should personalize your emails and this is the type of personalization you should do. But how do you actually logistically get those personalization snippets or whatever personalization you want into your email copy? So let me show you on my screen here. You can see clay.com. This is going to be basically the hub of your personalization efforts. So what clay.com is, and what you can think of it as, is a glorified Google Sheet with a bunch of third-party integrations. So you have over 100 premium data sources, you have AI research agents, which is really going to allow you to get that research-based personalization all in one platform. This is the go-to platform for all of this. You can include your own API keys, you can use theirs. It's really a good all-in-one platform, and for the use of personalization, there's no better one on the market currently. So let me show you one of our very basic personalization flows. So here you have the very basic stuff. So first name, last name, title, email, company name, company domain, LinkedIn profile. And this is what you would usually get within a normal lead list from Apollo or whatever you're getting your leads from. Basically, the first personalization that we would run, for example, is what is the company type, right? Is it B2B or is it B2C? And through these enrichments, basically adding an extra column to allow for enriching the data, we're able to see, is it a B2B company or is it a B2C company? Now, this is using AI. So you can upload your OpenAI API key and it takes it from there, and it's very cheap. And you can see kind of the different results of how it categorizes each company. And most of these are B2B. So that's the first enrichment. So this one, you're just asking the AI, is this company B2B or is it B2C? So you just give it a good prompt and that's it. Where this gets interesting is we're able to also go onto this company's website and see what is their specific ideal client profile, right? And with this, we can see, okay, this company's ideal client profile is project managers at small to medium sized tech companies. So that's pretty specific, right? It's a specific job role and it's a specific type of company, which is really what we're looking at. And then we're able to use that as an AI snippet within the email copy. So instead of giving AI free reign to write a whole sentence, which most likely it'll mess up, we give it a very specific thing that we're looking from it. And that's really where AI shines best. So you have the reasoning here, but really all you're looking for is this response. And you have all these different things. So for example, sales operations managers at technology companies. So that's a very specific thing. And if you take a look at these websites, it is relatively similar to what they're actually looking for. Now, obviously it's not going to be 100%. It'll probably be around 85% depending on how good the prompt you get, but it is still a very good needle pusher within a campaign. And all you need is one prompt and you can get very, very specific with this, right? So SEO managers at digital marketing agencies, pretty specific, right? And then you see Sanudo is a digital marketing tool, or an SEO tool more specifically, right? And that leads me to my next personalization, which is you can have a product description personalization that very tastefully hints at what their product is. So for a fact that the lead knows that you know exactly what type of platform they run. So this works exceptionally well for software company outreach, for marketing agency outreach, any type of B2B company, to be honest. And like this, for example, this list is all marketing and sales software from Product Hunt. We're able to, instead of saying, hey, I saw you run a marketing and sales software company, we can say, hey, I saw your landing page builder, or hey, I think your data warehouse could use this marketing strategy, or hey, I mean, to be honest, all of these would work. Your email builder would use this marketing strategy and it would work really well, right? Obviously I'm just spitballing fall in here, but like this is a very interesting thing that you can use very tastefully, right? And that's really the point I'm getting at, is that you can't over personalize. It has to be a very tasteful process so that it's not too in your face, but it seems just enough well written that they think it's handwritten, right? And that you did your research on them. So like I said, Clay is going to be your go-to tool for this. These are just some workflows. I do have another video on this channel going over our top 7 Clay workflows that we're currently using. Like I said, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's over 100 enrichments that you can run here with different integrations, different softwares that will really spruce up your cold email campaigns and allow you to talk to leads on an individual level that really makes them more interested, get better responses, and obviously start off on a better foot with them. Because if you're just spraying and praying to hundreds of thousands of people, you will get responses, but your frame will be a lot different if you simply put in the time to research these people. I hope that after watching this video, you will have the exact blueprint to personalize your cold emails at scale and get better response rates from your cold email campaigns. And if you want to see more specific examples and detailed walkthroughs of the entire cold email process, not just personalizing the emails, make sure to check out the video in the description where I walk through every single step A to Z so that you know exactly what you're doing every step of the way. Or if you'd rather have experts implement this entire system into your business without lifting a single finger, our team at Infinite Bookings specializes in building out cold email outreach systems that are not only personalized but also scalable, that can grow with your business for the long term. Click the link in the description and book a discovery call with us. We'll analyze your current situation and show you exactly how you can stop going and depending on boring and generic email templates that don't really get responses and turn that into a calculated effort that sends personalized cold emails at scale that you can truly depend on. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.